Hey guys, what's up? And today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers Legacy Leader Class Laser Optimus Prime. And this is my second go at recording this, but unfortunately I could not finish the recording because it was taking up too much space on my camera. So, unfortunately, this is my second go at recording this, but let's just try and get this time done. So, first, as we always do, we will take a look at his box. Raise up the camera here, because he's leader class, so he's got a leader box. I got this guy as a gift for graduating. Yeah, I picked this guy up I got this guy at Toys R Us. So, Transformers Legacy. There's a Laser Optimus Prime right there. And then lovely artwork of Prime in both his modes. Just looks fantastic. Transformers all rusted up. Then there's the Wave 1 artwork. All the Wave 1 Autobots right there. And you can scan this. And then 30 steps. It just shows... Excuse me. It shows all the stuff you can do. Bottom of the box, there's really nothing. On the side of the box, just some angled images there of Prime. Optimus Prime written in Cybertronian. The box is at an angle. Transformers Legacy. And if you open up the box from the top, which is how I opened it, you'll actually get some hidden artwork. Let me just raise up the camera here so you can see it better. You'll get a hidden symbol. You gotta open this tab first, and then once you open up the box, you get that nice Transformers logo written there, like so. And that's it for the box. I'm not throwing this box though, like MGO usually would, because I like that box. That box is a keeper, like most boxes for me. I keep the boxes in my collection. That's the kind of collector that I am. I take the figure out of the box, and then I display the box somewhere else. So, here is Optimus Prime. I need to flip out his oil tanks. Hold on, I didn't realize that those were still tucked away. Here is Laser Prime in his truck mode. And, yeah, he looks really nice. I really dig this. Yeah, this guy obviously pays homage to, the, original Generation 2 Laser Prime, which I did see a copy of it at TFCon. I was this close to getting it, but he was missing the head. So I decided to pass on it. I was so close to getting an original Laser Prime, though. But, yeah, I passed on it because he was missing the head. But this guy I got brand new at Toys R Us, so obviously he's not missing any parts. And so, yeah, let's take a look at the cab first. So, let's look at the cab of the truck. It's a nice long-nosed truck with that flame deco replacing the red fade. This is definitely a homage to Movie Prime. Very nice detail. Clean bottom of the truck, too. Like, I'm impressed. There's not too much robot junk showing. And, he is a bit gappy. He does have this gap here, but that's fine. He rolls, but sometimes, some of the wheels, as is a common issue with, like, this area of the figure, with this mold. The wheels don't always like to roll on this thing. But he can roll into the comparisons. So for comparison, here he is with a Siege Voyager. It's Thundercracker, right there. You see how they look together. Like so. Here he is with a deluxe robot mode. It's Cliff Jumper right there. So there's that. Here he is with Earthrise Prime's trailer. So you can see how those trailers stack up. And, yes, they can haul each other's trailers. My Earthrise Prime is in his robot mode right now, and I can't pause this recording, unfortunately, because it's on my iPhone. So I don't have the time to transform him right now, so I can't do that comparison. We will compare them in robot mode, though. But yeah, he can haul Earthrise Prime's trailer, and he does look good doing it. So there is that. So, moving along to his trailer, you can see, very nice looking trailer. Now, I am definitely at some point going to be getting the Toy Hacks labels for this trailer, because this just gray looks very bland to me. I do want to have that classic G2 Laser Prime artwork on the sides of the trailer, which unfortunately this toy doesn't have. Now we open this trailer up. I have the sword in there, and I also have the axe in there. Hold on, let me get the axe out. Alright, and here's the axe. So, those are his weapons. I just plopped them in the trailer there, so here's his sword. You can see, very nice weapon there. And then his axe is currently like a shield almost, and you can just flip out the handle, and now it's a proper axe, and he can kablamo people with it. So that's pretty cool. Now, let's get to the transformation, I guess. So, last thing I want to show is weapon storage and stuff, so you can obviously just plug the trailer onto Prime, and you can also just stick the sword underneath the truck. There is a more hidden way to store the sword, but I actually prefer to store it like this, because it's very reminiscent of that original Laser Prime toy. So, I like to store the axe in the trailer, but I don't like to store the sword in the trailer. I prefer to store the sword underneath the truck. But now let's get down to the first transformation that this toy does, which is the trailer has a battle platform mode, as it did on the original toy. So what you want to do is just open this section up right here, and now just stand the trailer up and crack it in half, like so. Just bring those sections down like that. Now flip down this ramp, close this whole section up. Before you do that, you want to flip all this out, flip this out, and now rotate this section around, bring it out like that. Now you can close everything up, make sure everything is lined up properly, and there is the trailer in its base mode. And there's a lot of room to store stuff on this thing. I love this thing. It's like a storage platform. If you have any accessories that you don't know what to do with, just pick up this guy, pick up Earthrise Prime, and then you'll just have like a bunch of ports to store your weapons, if you don't know where else to store them. Now the axe can store in here by folding it up, and then just on either side there is this port right here, and you can just plug the axe in right there. Then these ports can clip into the sword the same way that they clip onto the truck, but I don't like to do that. This section here can pop off and just plug onto any one of these ports, and this gun can pop off and plug into any 5mm port systems. So, there you go. Now, let's get down to the transformation of Prime himself. So what you want to do is just first take this section off, take off the sword, and now we can commence. So, first thing you want to do is just open up the feet, like this, flip everything out, and now just open up these side panels here, like that, and now bring the legs up, flip these oil tanks in, and flip down these panels, and split the legs, and there's the legs all done, and now he has a Gerwalk mode, I guess. And now you just want to flip out the arms, and open up this cab section here, rotate the arms around so that the ball joints are facing up, like so. Now, what do we want to do next? So what you want to do now is just flip this section up, raise up the camera here, like so. And now you just want to split this section here, and rotate this whole section around, fold out this panel here and plug it in. And now what you want to do is just take these panels here, flip them all the way in, and now you can just plug everything into place, close this all up, and just flip out these arm panels. A little bit easier said than done. And just unpeg everything. Yeah, you can just flip these out now, and then you peg everything in. Don't want to break anything. And now you can just peg in the arms to the sides here. I showed none of that on camera, did I? Whoops. Well, I'm not shooting this review a third time. There's instructions with this toy. Now you can just fold these shoulder pads down, flip up his head, take this panel here, and just bring this up, and now fold the backpack down. Last thing you want to do, rotate the waist around, open up his arms, and fold out his hands. Open up the arm, and fold out the hand. And there he is. There is Laser Optimus Prime in robot mode. And he looks very nice. This is such a good Prime. I can't get over how much I love this thing. This thing is just absolutely top-notch. So, the head sculpt is probably one of my favorite parts about this figure. This has got to be one of the best Optimus Prime head sculpts we've gotten so far. This thing just looks amazing. And moving down the body, he's got that very toy reminiscent chest there. The entire torso is actually very toy reminiscent. Then looking at the back, he does have a bit of a backpack. It's not that bad though, and it's accurate to the original toy, so I can't be mad about it. Now, articulation-wise, head is on a ball joint, but it's so tight that I thought it was ratcheted, but it's not. Arms are actually on ratchets, and they can do all this kind of movements. Like so. They can rotate, they can move. The elbows can move that far, and the wrists are on ball joints. And these shoulder pads can move out of the way. They can move up if you need them to, for any reason. Waist rotation, the legs can kick forward that far, back that far. He can do the full splits. Rotation at the thigh, knee bend, and a ankle tilt that if you push it past the click can go that far. Now, features that this guy has, you can pop open the cannons to reveal little pellets. The pellets don't fire, unfortunately. They are molded into place. But oh well. I'm not too bothered by it. And you can also open up his chest to reveal the Matrix. And it is a bit flat. This is a very flat Matrix. But it does its purpose. It serves the job. It looks good from the front. When you turn it over, it kind of stops looking very good. It doesn't really look very good from any angles besides the dead front. But that's really all you need for a Matrix. And now, it can store. So what you want to do is you can just store it on the axe by itself. But we all know the best way to store it. The best way to store it is to plug these weapons together to make the, like, basically super weapon. And then you can plug the Matrix onto the axe portion and make the Blade of Prima, the Star Saber. Because in the aligned continuity, this was the first place that the Matrix was ever stored, was on the Blade of Prima. And you can actually recreate that with this toy. You can make your very own Blade of Prima. And that just looks awesome. And you can plug it into Prime's hand, obviously. And he can wield Prima's very own sword. Now, the actual sword does have a notch on its hilt. And since Prime has open hands, you can just, like, slide the notch through the open hands. But figures with closed hands actually cannot hold his sword. which is kind of disappointing. I feel like they could have gotten rid of that notch so that other figures could wield the sword as well. But oh well, I'm probably not going to display others with Prime's sword. I'm probably just going to display Prime with Prime's sword. And here he is with his own trailer. And he stacks up quite nicely with it. Now for comparison, here is Prime with Prime. And see how they look together. Here he is with the Power of the Primes Hot Rod. And here he is with Orion. You can see how that works out. Here he is with a Siege Voyager. It's Ion Storm. Here he is with a Siege Deluxe Smokescreen. Thank you to my brother. My brother gave me this figure. Very nice of him. He just lent it to me free of charge, and I thank him for that. So, yeah, there is Legacy Laser Prime. And, yeah, he is a very nice figure. Now, if you want to pick one up yourself, I got it at Toys R Us, and they are showing up in stores, so you can just check out your local stores, local Walmarts, Toys R Us. They will all have them in stock, hopefully. Or you can just check online retailers, Big Bad Toy Store, for example. And, yeah, that is pretty much all I have to say about this figure. So, there is the Legacy Leader Class Laser Prime, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.